Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special dev scene that is happening with just Adrienne and Ian on the Indigo Nexus here. I don't know when this is airing. This is pre-recorded, but it will be aired at some fucking point. I'm Mare. I
Yep.
use they, she pronouns, and I am your game master for this session. Before I forget, this session takes place over the course of when Ian was out between sessions 6, 7, and 8. So in that nebulous time between then and now. Ian, you want to say hi and who you are and
Hi.
all the fun
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, definitely. Hi, my name is Ian DePriest. I am a voice actor, singer-songwriter, TTRPG actual player. You can find me online anywhere. Ian DePriest, DE, and then the word priest, like our father. And I'm returning to Shadow. Adrienne has some stuff to deal with. Adrienne has very important conversations they would like to have. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least. And I'm very excited to see what happens.
And who is Adrienne? What is their character sentence?
Yes, so I'm playing Adrienne He. They are an aromatic empath who apostate. I forgot that part. Aromatic empath apostate who is adored by the sea. And yeah, they have a lot on their mind.
Thank you. This Invisible Sun game is a mature setting and system with its own content warnings. I don't remember exactly all of them off the top of my head, but the ones you need to keep in mind right now are diaspora, generational trauma, probably a lot of emotional
A lot of
damage.
emotional
And
damage.
there will very likely be some unkind words to from parental units to their children. So just a heads up, if you need a break, please step away. You can come back at any point. VODs exist for a reason. Um,
Yes.
I think that's it. Anything else that I'm missing, Ian?
No, I don't know where the conversation will go, but I feel like maybe even a little warning about like um war and its like
Yes,
consequences.
yes.
Um
Tying into the generational trauma there with, but yeah,
yeah,
war. Capital
war
W.
just in general, you know.
All right. With that, then, I have pulled the first card for this game. And
Eee!
I feel like I've seen this card several times recently.
Uh-oh.
It has come up a lot in this game for
She
NPCs and
wants to
such.
be heard. Yeah.
The Savage Sword, value of 3, vision, swans, blades, water, meanings, war, savagery,
War.
strength, violence, and brute force. Sword is a weapon of war, a metaphor for any kind of weapon one might wield. The Savage Sword is our basest nature, our predilection towards violence, and our shameful bloodlust. But it is also our strength to overcome obstacles and foes when we need to. It is the opposite of thought, strategy, or consideration. It is immediate and decisive without hesitation or regard for consequences. The savage sword is the opposite of the revealing knife in most aspects. So, Adrienne, last
Hmm.
we left off with you in game was you spoke to Casey Wayland, a friend of Perry's and a member of the Grey Reapers from the Hendasa. Grey Reapers go into Shadow and basically look for lost Weasley and bring them back into Indigo. You talked to her. She said, hey, you said, hey, I want to go to Shadow. I need to talk to my parents. I have proof that at least one of them is Weasley. And she's like, okay, you do need to know what you're getting into. She gave you some of the dangers, most of the biggest one being like, hey, you might not remember your Weasley life again if when you go back over there, because that pull of lies is just so strong sometimes.
Hmm.
She also told you that they go in pairs, so you will be joining her and her partner, and that in the next couple days they'll be leaving, but in that time she will help you learn some grounding techniques, so it'll be more difficult for Shadow to pull you back in. So over the last couple days, she has done that for you. When we get to it, you will have a +1 to the roll to keep hold of your Vizsla self and memories of
Cool.
Indigo and Saturnine. But it is not a guarantee. You have a couple days of training on this, so it might not be enough.
Yeah.
If you were doing this longer, there is the possibility you might be able to get a couple more extra like boosts, but unfortunately, time's not on your side. So, but Casey has done what she could to help you. And if you do forget who you are, either her or her friend will come find you.
Okay.
But you will
Cool.
be stuck for a little bit reliving the lie.
Okay. Cool.
Tell us what Adrienne has been doing these last several days. Casey is going to come meet you a little early. She probably at your house. She would have given her friend. Her partner's name is Cordell. She would have given
Cordell.
him your address, but she's gonna get there a little earlier before y'all leave. But what have you been doing these last several days? Preparing.
Preparing for the big talk with my parents. I think the first thing that they initially would have done is check in on Athena because the way they left, at least what they recall, was that they were literally in the middle of a work shift in Athena's store. Um, Athena's occult store, Athena's Aegis
Oh,
and Apothecary.
you haven't
And
left for Shadow yet.
oh, we haven't left for Shadow. So
Yeah,
you're talking about like what am I doing
to prepare to
to
leave.
prepare to leave for Shadow? Got
Yes.
it. Confused. Um, I think are we allowed random question, are we allowed to bring things from Indigo to Shadow?
You can try, but there's uh you can try. You will
Okay.
like if you get lost in the sauce of the lie, you
Mhm.
might not have them when you get there. But Case, if you this was a question you asked Casey while she was teaching you the grounding techniques, she would have
Mhm.
told you yes. You can bring things, though if they look weird or are magical, there's no guarantee that they will work or look the same.
Okay.
Um, she would have
Then
shown you her device that she uses to get back what she's made, which is an 8-sided cube. Yes, I said that right. It is an 8-sided cube,
cool.
which is
Love it.
it's fucking with your brain when you look
I
at
love
it.
it. Times
Um,
two, or plus two.
uh,
6 plus 2.
but
Um,
this is what they use to get back.
got it. So I think the only item that one of the few items that they'll bring is the medallion. I don't think they leave the medallion anywhere.
No,
I
no, no.
think
And
the medallion,
you'll get that back before you leave because Casey has it with her while she was looking for information about your grandma. But you will have that back before you leave.
cool. Yeah, Adrian will take the medallion. I think Adrian has been taking notes on like a notebook. I think Adrian really just writes down like, the fact that they saw and have proof of their father's passport in
Mm-hmm.
Indigo. They write down the descriptions of their old family home, like on Silver Sands, in that neighborhood, and like what the house has become. Um, they basically write down as much information as that they've learned so far that like their grandmother is possibly in the Pale, or they don't know, they can't seem to find her anywhere, even in the records after checking with the embassy, the Pale embassy. Um, and yeah, I think that's the main thing. Aside from learning, I think they would really drill the grounding techniques because they really want to have this important conversation and recall as much as they can.
Yeah.
And any moment that they have, whatever grounding techniques that Casey has taught them, they will be just like going over in their head and in their practice in their body as much as they can. Um, so yeah, the only things they'll be taking them was like that their notebook whenever they get the medallion back,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think they want to lose like their father's like proof of passport,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, that's really what's been happening. It's just endless rehearsal to prepare.
For the trip.
Yeah.
So the day of, when Casey told you that y'all would be going, um, maybe like an hour before the designated time, you hear a knock on your door,
Hello?
and it is Casey. Uh, uh,
Hi.
as a reminder, Casey is a shortish, 5'4", plain fair skin, mousy brown hair, slight curves and glasses, friend of Perry, which is how you originally met her. Um,
Mhm.
she waves and she's like, "Can I come in?"
Yeah, of course. Please make yourself at home. They let them in.
And the first thing she does when she walks in the door, besides wiping off her feet of the sand and knocking all that off, is hand you your grandmother's medallion.
Oh, thank you. uh, they kind of like turn it over in their fingers and then like pocket it really quickly.
You look like you're about to ask me something.
No, I mean, I'm not sure what to do. I think I've practiced everything you've told me to practice, all of the grounding techniques
Good.
over and over again.
You're gonna need it.
Um, cool. I have a bunch of notes that I'm ready for. I'm not bringing anything else with me. Um, and yeah, like I don't know. I think I'm ready. Do you think I'm ready? I'm not sure if I'm ready.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not always ready mentally when I do this. It's always something you gotta brace yourself for. It's kind of like an extreme sport, but more dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be highlighting the dangerous part of it all. So yeah.
So, this is the last chance that we're gonna have to talk before we head over. Cordell's gonna come by in about an hour. But is there any before I do have updates for you, but I wanna. Do you want the updates first? Do you have any questions? Last minute questions? Uh,
N-
this is your chance.
No, I mean you've prepared me as best as you can, and I'm so grateful for that. I don't really have any other questions. You already know my purpose there, and I'm also willing to help you find your friend as
Yes.
well. But yeah, I'm ready for the updates if you are.
Okay. I'm gonna start with the first one. I'm gonna start with the one that involves less questions on your end, which is my friend. I know I should have probably told you the several days I was here
It's
previously
okay.
teaching you stuff, but it's fine. Um, she'll take out like a small little photograph. It's black and white. It's just simple of probably like 5 years ago. She looks a little younger.
Hmm.
Um, she holds it out to you. So this is my friend, Eugene Duke. He goes by Duke. Um,
Hmm.
and it's basically her and like a tall, scrawny guy with glasses. Um, Even in the photo, you can tell he's pale, but it seems like the sunken type of pale where you're not getting
Okay.
enough sun. Um, and
Yeah.
she'll like point. You can't tell in the photo, but his eyes are purple. Don't know what they'll
Oh,
look like in shadow though. Um,
okay. Maybe he'll have purple contacts.
Purple contacts. I have no clue. His hair's normally brown. Not he could have dyed it for all I fucking know.
Okay.
He is deaf, so that
Okay.
might help narrow it down. I don't know. Shadow's massive, but if you are able to find anything, I know technically the internet exists over there, but
Yep.
I don't know. Things are weird. It's reliable, but also not.
Okay.
She just kind
Yeah,
of gives a
I
shrug.
social media has so many things on us and information about us, if I recall correctly in Shadow. So should be kind of easy depending on your skill set.
Yeah, I unfortunately have not been able to do more than a cursory look because I'm technically working, so
Hmm.
my attention is split between finding people but also trying to find him.
I will promise you that I will do my best to find Eugene for you.
At least keep an eye out. That's all I can ask for.
Of course. Yeah, you're doing me a huge favor, and I just want to make sure I can repay you in return.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Now, the more important one, probably from your perspective, I do have an update on your grandmother.
Oh, okay. Um,
So I did some digging and like asking around. My mentor, Frates, uh, is a higher level maker in the order, and
Hmm.
I showed them your medallion and was like asking some questions, and they have heard of your mother, your grandmother, and
Oh,
have heard some rumors, though they're not completely sure how accurate they are, but it is a lead.
okay.
Um,
And what is it?
well, they said that they knew that your grandmother owned a store in the Celestial Bazaar,
Hmm.
um, but she lost it at some point between like leaving in shadow and like at some point I think there was like what's the words the phrasing they used swindled out of it, tricked out of it, something like that.
I see.
And then without her shop, she heard from a couple like through the grapevine that she might be working for a steelworking factory in the Undersling making weapons because she works, that's her medium. I'm a smith, my mentor's a smith. So
Okay.
the only lead I have other than that is Undersling. Foundry 7 is the name of the place.
Okay. In the undersling, and forgive me, I still am getting used to places in
Of course.
Indigo. Where, where is this place?
So the Undersling is another district in the city. It's way, way, way south. It's under another district called the Confederacy of Cloisters, which is like a religious temple district. So on and so forth.
Okay.
Um, don't go alone because it's very much the vibe of might is right. Uh, they're like it's a rough district. The
Okay.
fighting
That's all.
is a
Oh,
love language, but not really a love language, if you know what I mean. Um,
got it. I think I'm picking up on enough context clues to
yeah.
say that this is a dangerous place if you cannot protect yourself. Yes?
Yes.
Haha. Cool.
Yeah.
And you're saying that, just to clarify, that my grandmother was somehow swindled out of her store from the Celestial Bazaar between going to Shadow. And is she currently working in the Undersling at Foundry 7? Or
That's,
did worked in the Undersling
I
at some point?
think currently, that's the current rumor.
Okay, so not dead is what you're saying.
I don't think dead.
Okay, that changes a lot of things for me.
Good things, at least. It's good. Good?
It's it's things.
Okay.
Um, because that poses a lot more questions that I don't know if I'm ready to answer or ask, and I don't know if my family even will be able to comprehend. So, yeah. Thank you, thank your mentor for me.
I will.
Um, Making weapons?
I've made
Okay,
weapons before. It's kind of one of the. Well, it's not the first. The first thing I learned how to make when learning how to metalsmith is nails, but like I know how to make a knife.
okay. That's not an everyday thing, but this is not an everyday place, and
No.
we all know magic, so, well, most of us know magic, but um, good to know. That's a thing I'm putting in my brain for when I come back because I have other things to settle first. And then you
Yeah.
see Adrienne take out like the notebook, flip to the latest page, and then start writing notes about this as well. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Um, she looks at her watch. Oh, before I forget, and she takes out like a permanent marker.
Okay.
Give me your hand, please. Or
Which one?
doesn't matter.
Okay. Here is the left hand because it's receiving.
All right. She like takes your hand and then begins writing on your hand in permanent marker. She writes down 2 phone numbers.
Okay.
Just in case we get separated. This is mine and Cordell's cell phone number.
Wonderful.
Will you write yours on mine if you still remember it?
Yeah. I think Adrienne writes. I think it takes a moment to recall because they've been here for like quite like a few months. I don't know if it's been a year,
No,
but
it's not been a
like
year.
yeah, just a few months. Enough to still kind of remember your own number when you need to call yourself, because of the memories from Shadow. And they write that. Do you want me to write it on your arm as well in Sharpie?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a reason why in Sharpie on arm?
Because it's less likely to disappear than just a piece of paper in your pocket.
Good to know. And I will. How big do you want this to be?
Just visible.
Got it.
Pretend you're a drunk girl in the bathroom giving someone your number.
Cool. So starts writing the number on her forearm. Um, and even though they wrote the permanent marker on their arm as well, they're also going to write it in their notebook as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, and now that they've mentioned like the thing of like it's easier to retain on you instead of disappearing like paper. Um, Adrian's like, can I borrow that permanent marker actually?
She holds it out to you. Absolutely.
Takes it, begins to like shorthand notes on the rest of their body, like to like whatever they need to. Instead of the detailed notes in the notebook, it's just going to be like bullet points of like talk about family home in Fartown, Silver Sands, like dash Silver Sands, grandma alive question mark dash medallion magic. Um, you have dash like indigo passport dad, like just like bullet points on their arm, so that just in case their notebook disappears, they'll have that as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Um, cool. I think I'm ready.
So you wait for the rest of the time for the meeting time, essentially. I'm gonna
Hmm.
pull the next card. Um, I've pulled the Forgotten Prisoner, value of 5, Mysteries, Rats, Mirrors, and Stone, Injustice, Bad Fortune, Memory Loss, Apprentice, -1 if heart. Sometime later, y'all are shooting the shit, maybe having a cup of tea. Doesn't really matter. The door knocks. There's a knock on the door again,
Come in.
and door opens, and you see a average height, about your height, a masked man with a deep blue eyes, medium warm brown skin, and like green dyed hair with brown roots pulled back in a ponytail.
Oh.
He also has like a gnarly looking scar on like his face going from like nose to lower ear, and he just like grins and waves up at you before walking in, followed by a it's dog-like
Okay, mammal-ish.
mammal. It has
Quadrupedal.
4 legs,
Okay.
and a head, but it has like a multi-snake tail, like multiple snakes for tails,
Oh, it's giving
and
Chimera.
a very long snake like head up front as well, and it's kind of just like looking around, and then just like looks at you, looks up at Cordell, you can assume.
Yeah.
And the thing says, "What
Hmm.
a motley group."
Hi. My name is Adrienne. Welcome to my home. I like raise my hand to shake Cordell first, assumedly Cordell.
Yeah. Cordell will reach out his hand and give you a firm handshake and gives
Yeah.
you a nod. Hey, nice to meet
Hi.
you, I'm Cordell, and
Nice
this
to meet
is
you.
my demon for the day.
Demon for the day. Oh, are you a goetic?
Yes.
Ah, I have a friend, who has angels for days sometimes.
Not uncommon, but I like to bring him around just at least on the way over in case something happens.
Understandable. Hello, demon for the day. Do you have a name? I look
No.
towards the snake.
No.
No, it is a pleasure to meet you now. Would you like some tea?
No.
Perfect. Uh, I kind of like walk away from the joke that the demon snake doesn't laugh at, and turn towards Cordell
Cordell
and
laughs. Cordell will give a little
turn.
chuckle.
Yeah, I turn towards Cordell and say, "Would you like some tea before we head out?"
No, because I don't want to have to try and find a bathroom as soon as we get to Shadow.
Okay, wonderful.
But I appreciate it.
Of course. I'm ready whenever you all are, and I look towards Casey as well.
Casey gave you the whole spiel, everything.
Yep. And I raise my hand and like you see like all of the ink like written notes and numbers. Have your number.
Perfect. And I feel like at this point Casey's already come up to Cordell's like arm and is writing your number on his arm, as well as hers again and stuff like that. Okay, good. Where are we going?
Well, I lived in a place called Boston.
I like Boston.
It's
Good
nice. Kind of cold. Lovely. I love the ocean, love the beach. I mean, there are massholes there, but like it's kind of part of the
entire
territory.
Northeast is basically a giant mass hole, so.
Yeah, exactly. So you kind of just like go with the flow. It's whatever. You give the energy back that's given to you.
And you mind your business.
Exactly.
Wish people here would do that. But anyway, so we will go. Do you want us to come with you? Or do you want to have a meetup point at some point?
I mean, I could tell you or give you my address of where I lived in Boston, if that helps. We can always meet there, because I'm sure I'm bound to be there at some point.
Okay. Yeah, no, we'll take your address. If Casey pops in, if we end up separated, let's just do a quick check-in to see how we are and if we remember.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you don't remember, you'll probably be getting a weird text and then we'll come and find you.
Okay. Wonderful. Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
I'm ready.
And I think Casey stands between you and the snake dog demon type thing, right?
Yeah.
So you're not the one technically holding hands with it.
I mean, I think Adrienne's just been bombarded with so much information that they kind of, if they had to hold hands with the snake dog, you know, they're holding hands with the snake dog. Like,
Yeah.
whatever helps them get to the next point of what they need and want is kind of where they're at.
I think what happens then is like Casey loops one arm through yours and like the snake dog like loops a tail around both her legs and basically around each of one of your legs, so you're all like touching and
Together.
connected in some way. And you might want to close your eyes. Have you traveled like between the suns before like this?
I mean, if you count my accidentally stumbling into Indigo, yes. And my eyes were open, but it was very dark. And then I suddenly found myself walking through like I was in Narnia, and I found myself in an alley where two doors, I think, if I recall, were speaking to each other.
Cool.
So
it can be disorienting, so if you want to close your eyes, it might be suggested, especially if you get car sick or motion sick.
I've been on the seas for all of my life. I should be okay.
You are good. In that case, she begins to cast her spell. It's very quick, and you kind of just feel like it's almost like you're on the sea, like waves, but it's like throughout the entire air, as there's a shimmer of what would like a mirage, a heat wave throughout, like across your entire vision. And if you keep your eyes open, your home begins to shimmer away, and you're in this like in between for a split second where you're absolutely standing on something, but you're also not, and you see a lot of fog and some strands of something going off into the distance.
Mm.
And I think this is the greatest place for you to make a resist roll.
Okay, here we go. I was wondering when the first
I'm not
roll.
telling you what the challenge is, okay?
Okay, so I have a resist level 1,
Okay, you have resist level 1. That's great. You get a
which is
+1
nice.
from your grounding training.
Okay, cool. And so what do I which I roll a d10, but do I use like any of the like bene or
Yes.
things like I'm not sure.
If you want to add a bene to your roll, this will be intellect.
Okay, I have intellect. I can use 1 intellect.
And is there anything else you would like to do? Whether it is like hidden knowledge or sortilege to up your chances of success.
I will use a sortilege
Okay.
to up my chances as well. So I'll have a magic die
Mm-hmm.
and a normal die,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll both be d10s. And I have a +2, I'm assuming, because of the resist and the grounding technique. Is that
You
correct?
have a total of +3, but I'm keeping track. Just tell me what you get on your dice.
Okay, cool.
Because
I'm
you got a
gonna roll it.
bene, resist, and bene, resist, grounding techniques.
Oh yes, bending and resist grounding techniques. Cool, 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 cool. Thank you. Here we go. Yes, that's the magic. That's not the magic. Okay, cool. I had to remind myself.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I got a 6 on the magic and a 4 on the not, but 6 plus 3 is a 9 on the magic die.
Okay. You feel the lie of shadow pressing in on you, and it desperately wants in.
Mm,
It wants to overwrite your memories, newly acquired memories of your technically birthplace, your
yeah,
current home, of all the friends you've made and mischief you've gotten into. And it just wants to pull you back into where you grew up, wrapping you up in a nice little cocoon of falsehoods.
mm.
But you are able to push those away and not be overwritten.
I think it is it is the most recent memory that Adrienne has, witnessing a close friend they would consider now light themselves on fire and walk through the streets out of pure faith that they could and devotion to something greater than themselves. And it's the culmination of that and all their other friends as well, adding to this procession. It's the leitmotif music that kind of like sings, and the way the cape kind of unfurls into the stars and the constellation in the sky, and the blue like gem that kind of like shines. All of that in a blaze of a comet, and the panic of witnessing somebody that they care about potentially die and put themselves at risk, and they go not again in their heads. They don't want to lose another person they care about. And that's the thing of like, sometimes when you're in pain, you need another stimulation to like pull from that pain.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they feel like the pressing in of shadow, like whispering, like memories and doubts trying to erase these new ones away. It's that kind of like pain of like, oh no, I'm gonna lose someone new in this new place close. So no, I'm gonna hold on tightly, um, to remember that as well.
They would have told you this. But since you were born and grew up in Boston in the Massachusetts area,
Hmm.
they would have let you be like the guiding force of where they landed.
I see. Cool.
Where do the three of you appear in shadow?
Oh, now I gotta pull real life memories from Boston.
It's more than
We're
me.
we're gonna. I mean, I spent like four. Ian, the player, has spent like 4 years in Boston.
I have just visited.
Um, we're gonna. It's gonna be. Oh gosh, it's been years since I've been back. But
Make up a
there
place.
is.
It's fine.
There's a no. There's a place in Boston. I think it's. I'm. They're gonna kill me if I get this wrong. Um, Back Bay, I think.
It's
Or
our Boston. They can't say
exactly,
shit. It's our Boston.
exactly. There's an aquarium by the bay, um, in Boston, and I think that's kind of like where they kind of land. It's like a big landmark. Um, it's beautiful, and yeah, they kind of just land right on the edge of the water. Like they're on the aquarium's like kind of built into the right, and it overlooks like the ocean, and so you're standing on like a platform. You're not in the aquarium, but like you're on the outside, and you can see like seals, um, just laying out, doing their thing.
On the Blue Sun, I have pulled the untrustworthy mirror. Value
Oh,
of 4, mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone, meanings, illusion, false identity, and failure. Gold magic is enhanced, silver is hindered. The 4 of you, technically, have landed in near this aquarium near the sea. And Casey and Cordell are there, as well as like a windhound,
oh,
like a tall, lanky windhound.
yeah.
Which, as you're looking at it, since you have retained your memories of Shadow, you kind
Hmm.
of like Shadow Lies and Indigo are kind of like fighting in your vision, so you can
Hmm.
like you most of the time you see the windhound, but every once in a while, especially out of the corner of your eye, you see the demon snake dog.
Yeah, and if I can add to it, I think like maybe the way the visual comes through, it's like in the shadow of the dog.
Yeah.
Like the way the light plays on it, like you see snakes suddenly like in its shadow like move in the shadow of that dog, and then with that it kind of triggers that like mirage like shimmer of
Mm-hmm.
like for a split second you see that like demon snake dog.
And it's wearing a harness and like a regular walking harness.
Oh,
And Cordell has the leash, but you can tell this is just a ruse for Shadow.
yeah.
All right,
No.
he stretches. Are we all here? Memories intact. Oh, it's fucking cold.
Yes, I, I, I remember. I remember.
Perfect.
I remember everything. Firetown, Silver Sands, the
Casey,
procession.
Casey like gives you like a pat on the shoulder. Good. That makes things a little easier, and we don't have to go like chasing you down.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay, cool. Yes. Okay, awesome.
So I'm not familiar with the area. Where are we?
Okay, so we're in like the Back Bay area. We're kind of by the coast right
Mm-hmm,
now.
mm-hmm.
There's a train station that's actually not too far from here. We can walk over there and take any of the lines really. There are a few that go through. There's like the red line, orange line, red line, and I think the green line also comes all the way up here with the blue. But it depends on where you want to go. I could just take you back to my home first and to set up base there, and if you need to like Google Places or how like I could do that for you.
uh, Casey and Cordell like look at each other and just exchange a look. And like as you've like been watching them or interact, like they are a well-oiled like machine. They have like you can tell that they are not just coworkers but like they're friends, and they
Hmm.
seem to mesh well together in a goal-oriented way. And
Hmm.
they just share like a look, and then they both look at you and Casey nods. Yeah, I like that idea if you don't mind us crashing at your place. I don't know how long we're
Oh,
staying here. Cuz
it's
I
okay.
I would prefer you not to stay here too long if possible since this is your first time back.
Of course.
Um Above table, if you stay here more than a day, you're probably going to have to make that check again.
Cool.
Um
Cool.
so I think the other question is, do you want one of us to go with you to talk to your
Uh,
parents?
Only if you want to. I could, I mean, they owned a restaurant here called the Silver Sands. Um, if you want to, you can come with me to the restaurant and have a little meal while I chat with them. Or you could go about your own way. I don't want to, restrict you in any way.
Well, do you want the emotional support as well as the Hendasa support? Because we do have a couple extra. Um, she like goes like she has like a bag over her shoulder and like their appearance changed a little bit, but it seems like they both have like a bag, like a either a backpack or a one that
Hmm.
just is slung over the shoulder, and she like rummages through it for a second and takes out a piece of paper and she hands it to you. Um, this is a document that we use to that we send to Visley that we find here, giving them like, hey, this is probably
A
not the.
little nudge.
It's like a little nudge, and he, shadow people, ones that don't exist, cannot read this. Only Visley can. So I didn't know if you want to have one of these just in case there's a little bit more
Sure.
tangible proof.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I take the paper. What does it look like? I've never seen this in person.
I will, when we go to our break, I will send it to you because there is
Okay,
an
cool.
actual written document. Um,
Oh.
if you watched Perry's introduction, I read it during Perry's introduction.
Ah, yes, 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 yes. I
Um,
remember vaguely. I need to go back to that. Um, but also random. When we left last time, in the very, very beginning
mhm.
of this story, it was like winter time here. Is it still winter? Has time changed?
Yes, it's still winter, but if you look at your phone, which you have your phone.
Yes. I
um,
touched my pocket and I pulled the phone out. Oh my God, it's
um,
back.
it's probably been about the same amount of time passing since actually no, probably not as much. It's still winter. But no, it's probably about the same, maybe like a month or two.
Oh shit. My job. My job. I I might be fired. I haven't paid rent.
I relax. First of all, relax. Shadow. Okay, so you know how when people like tell stories or lies and such, the mind has a weird way of filling in the blanks.
Oh, okay.
It's the same concept.
Okay. Sure. So everything is taken care of, is what you're saying? Like people will
Potentially,
rationalize the fact that I was not here for a month?
yeah, or maybe they thought you were still here. I don't know how it will specifically work and work out for you. But there is the
Okay.
possibility that, oh, someone was just sick, or they thought you were here for a certain amount of like certain days, like your regular schedule, or just like I don't know, you got in an accident. It depends.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Um, cool. I guess I have some things to check in with. But parents first, home first, then parents. Come with me. Uh, start heading towards like the T. Um, and they go kind of go down underground to the subway. And they realize, oh, you guys don't have little passes. They just like buy them like
Yeah,
a train ticket.
like a
It's like
single
a
ticket.
couple,
That's fine.
yeah, it's a couple dollars. And they take the T all the way back to their house. Um,
Yeah.
and it's a single like studio apartment. It's just like Adrienne lives alone there by themselves. Um, and yeah, they climb up like 3 flights of stairs and they go, well, this is my home. um, make yourself comfortable, I
Hmm.
guess.
What does Adrian's home look like besides the fact that it's a studio?
I think it's kind of like if a witchy herbalist store kind of threw up on it, right? I think I heard it somewhere else, but like when the moment you enter, there's like a bed in like the far corner of the studio. There's a table and a little altar set out. Paper everywhere. There's like a laptop there. It overlooks like the city on the third floor, and there's just a lot of like dried like herbs and plants hanging by the windows, and just like empty mugs strewn about, and then a lot of fabric. Like even going to the kitchen, there's like maybe like a beaded kind of curtain moment. Um, yeah, it's very like vagabond hippie-ish, witchy kind of vibes.
The first thing that happens when you go inside is the wind hound, which you I guess have been I'm going to call no from here on out.
Yeah, yeah. I Adrian has decided to call it no as a joke
Yeah.
because it was being stubborn, and so Adrian said, "Fine, I can be stubborn too."
Yeah. No, the windhound, demon dog windhound thing, like slips out of the harness, which probably doesn't actually exist, and
Yeah.
like leaps up and lays on your bed.
Oh yeah. Please get
Listen,
comfortable.
I do not like walking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Can you do something else besides walking?
I'm lazy, but I was agreed to come here, so
I see. Well, if you want more blankets, they go over to a pile of blankets and they like pick up some and they throw it on the bed. Here you go.
snuffles under one. And Cordell just kind of like scratches his head and takes off like his scarf and his hat. All right, take a quick break and then we'll reconvene and figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Goes to the electric kettle, starts boiling it, going sorting through tea.
Perfect.
You know.
And I think that is a great place for us to take a break. So,
Yay!
everybody, please hydrate, pet your pets, take your meds, and we'll be back soon.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, everybody. We are back from break. We just arrived in Shadow, and basically our party, and full of NPCs and Adrienne, have arrived
Yay.
at Adrienne's place, where
Yeah.
said demon dog, snake, windhound demon thing is basically stealing the bed, like
Yep.
any good dog. Um,
Yeah.
Before we get
It's a good.
started, I pulled cards. The first one was an adept card of the alchemist, value of 8, secrets, ravens, books, and flame, complexity, transformation, and knowledge. And since that is an adept card, I pulled another one on the Indigo Sun, where I have pulled the Watcher. Value of
Ooh.
9, mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone. Meanings parental figure, sight, alertness, observation, and knowledge.
Cool.
The wisdom that comes from taking the time to observe and contemplate before acting cannot be overstated. The watcher watches. He observes from afar, assessing and contemplating. He records what he sees and analyzes the data. He remains ever vigilant from his vantage point. Nothing slips by his eternal gaze. Sovereigns of mysteries. The Watcher is a father figure. He shares his knowledge with those close to him and advises though he deems worthy. Sovereign is you get a +2 if your heart is a stoic, a +1 for everyone else.
Okay, so just +1. I am not a stoic.
Mm-hmm. You essentially have put on some hot water for tea, and the 3.5 of you, the dog is not having tea, are having your cups and figuring out your next game plans.
Yeah, so I kind of, in the meantime, I actually will do a random cursory search for Casey's friend, Eugene Duke,
Yeah, absolutely.
via Google, via social media, just like whatever you can find on the internet,
All right.
just with a name.
And a vague appearance. Okay, you're gonna do a perception. What are your qualia pools?
Let's see. Interaction, intellect, sorcery, sortilege? Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
that's
I
qual,
will
yeah.
allow this to either be an intellect check or a perception check for searching.
Okay. I already used a Benny in intellect. I could try perception and use a Benny there so I don't spend everything.
This is going to be a little hard. This will probably be a
Okay.
challenge 8 because I did just Google Eugene Duke on online and so many fucking people.
Yeah, yeah,
I literally just pulled this name out of my butt today. I'm just like, originally I was going to be like, I feel like the name, I wanted to use a name with a D. And I'm like, oh, I'll name them Dean. And then I was like, wait, I can't do that because that's Adrienne's dad's name.
yeah. Sorry.
So, no, it's okay. So I went with Duke, but not as a first name. Just goes by Duke. So yeah,
Okay.
I think this is going to be a challenge 8.
Okay, so I'm using just a Benny from the perception, so I have a +1, but other than that, I don't know if I have anything else that will really help me
No, nothing in
here.
searching. No skills in searching.
I have no searching skills. Like magical lore is not like helpful. Resist, seeing through deception, no. So like everything else.
Out of curiosity, what's your shadow skill?
My shadow skill is sailing.
Okay, okay. So not a it's a useful one, just not in this context.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
Okay.
if I need to be on the ocean, or anywhere.
I think Rowan's the only one off the top of my head that has like a searching skill.
Yes, I recall Rowan using searching in like the previous
Yeah. So you have
episodes.
a +1 from the card and you're gonna send a Bene, so absolutely. Use your
Okay,
Google skills.
okay. So I have a +2 in general. So I just need a 6. Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Just give me a
It's about a
6.
30% chance.
Yeah, give me a 6. No, I got a 0.
Thankfully it
I
wasn't a
failed.
magic. Yeah,
Yep.
there's so many Eugene Dukes online.
Okay. I start typing and I go, well, I wish your friend had a more specific name, or at least unique
Yeah.
last name, because
Yeah.
this is a lot. This is like Eugene Duke is everywhere. Um,
Why do you think I asked for help?
okay. Do you know if he went to like any certain schools or?
We didn't know each other while we were here.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
we came to Shadow at separate times. Um and we were not part of each other's backstory essentially.
Okay. Um, cool. I'm not sure at this first glance, I don't know if I can find him
That's
immediately.
okay.
There might be other ways to go about this.
What we need is like a girl who's really good at finding people better than the FBI on like, you know what I mean? The
yeah, yeah,
people,
yeah,
yeah, the internet
yeah,
sleuths.
yeah. Well, I mean, I could try to comb each social media site, but that would take some time as well.
Yeah, I don't expect this to be easy or happen immediately. We'll find him at some point, or
Oh,
maybe one of the Hindasa will. But
okay. You mentioned we couldn't use magic here, right?
you can try.
Okay.
It's even though you remember who you are and you remember that magic exists, there's just a force trying to keep you from using it. Some kind of logic barrier, but I've tried once or twice or a couple times. I think I've only succeeded once, but you could try if you want.
Okay. I don't know if I want to risk anything right now, and plus I don't have that kind of magic to search.
That's fair.
I I will I'll do my best. I'll look around and see if I can find some stuff. Um, pull public records maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I, I don't even know what part of the world he's in.
yeah, and that makes it so much harder.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, yeah, that's why it's just kind of like hope and pray and get people to assist. So, thank you for
Well,
trying.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. I haven't stopped yet. I just wanted to see what Google will show me, and Google said, "Here's every single person in the world."
Named Eugene Duke.
Yes. Um,
You can ignore the obituaries, hopefully. Um,
I mean,
I hope he's not dead.
it might not be bad to not ignore them because.
Okay, but if there are obituaries for someone that's like 80 years old,
Oh yeah.
he's about my age, our age. Yeah.
Okay, cool. A young adult, like 20 to 30.
Yeah.
So a lot of people.
He likes horror.
Okay.
That helps.
Maybe I could comb through some like, blogs and stuff or like video stuff with and search for Eugene Duke. Maybe
Yeah.
people who like horror, like, sometimes they post about things like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I've stopped like hoping and just taking a more practical approach and realistic approach to this, like a mindset. So
Mhm.
it is what it is. Um,
Wait, I turned to Cordell. If magic doesn't work, how are you? And then I turned to No. How are you existing?
I summoned him before we got here.
Oh, does that mean you can't summon more things here now that we're here?
Well, I could try, but I'm not high enough skill level yet to summon more than one entity at once.
I see.
Which is why I summon him while we're still over in Indigo, and he just kind of gets wrapped up into the lie in terms of visual appearance. Um,
But that's just a visual thing. No, your skills are more than just a dog.
yeah,
Yeah,
duh.
obviously. So, do you have magical skills in searching?
Demons don't have magic.
Okay,
I'm good
I'm
at
new.
tracking.
I don't know. I don't know what demons have and demons don't have. I've never actually. Come to think of it, I don't think I've met a demon in Indigo yet. So.
Sorry, above table, I'm laughing.
I know, I
so
purposely said that.
it's so funny. This windhound like shakes, and like for a split second, you can see every single snakehead rolling its eyes at you.
What? I'm new, okay? I'm
Listen,
sorry.
it's fine, whatever. I am here to assist. And he turns its head to Cordell. Find Visley. I am very sensitive to. Even though I don't have magic, I'm sensitive to magic. So I'm keeping an ear, nose, sense out for people who are rippling the magic. And I'm going to try and find some Visley. I could try and keep an ear out for the guy you're looking for, but if they're not nearby, I ain't gonna find shit.
Okay, cool.
Like,
I try.
you three
Yeah.
are rippling the pond a lot.
Sorry,
No,
sorry.
it's not a bad thing. I'm just letting you know. So I'll probably, once you all figure out what you're gonna do, I'm probably gonna step away from all of you for a little bit and try and find ripples that are not the three of you.
Okay, cool. And I turn back to Casey and I'm like, maybe next time, you can summon something on your own and you have your own little summons that could try to find Eugene, perhaps?
Well,
But again,
I'm not
like you said,
I'm a maker. I'm not a goetic.
that's
So,
that's
but
true.
we have tried it before, and she'll look at Cordell and he shrugs. Yeah, we've tried it before, but Shadow's huge.
You're right. It's like a single needle in a whole entire field of,
Yeah.
you know, haystacks. Um,
So if we can narrow down the search, first to a country, then to a state or province or whatever, then to a city.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. It's fine if you. I don't expect you to find a random person one day back. So.
Shadow may be a lie, but there are people here that are actually paid to find people. You could hire a random PI here.
True. It's just,
Use what the system gives you.
I'll have to, I'll have to think of what to tell them. Because I know nothing about them here. So I can't even give them a general idea of, hey, yeah, we both lived in this town growing up, which I don't know if it's true or not. I really only have an appearance and a picture.
Just some of them are pretty good. Just start with that. Just be like, I'm looking for a long lost friend. This is all I have, a picture and a name. They could be different now, but I'm sorry, this is all we got. You know? Um, yeah, I'll do my best. I can even ask for you. But
Yeah. Maybe next time. I think I'm gonna just do. I don't think we've been to Boston yet in general while.
oh, you haven't.
At least
Oh,
not while working with the Hendasa. But, Cordell pipes up. Yes, so for game plan, I think what I'll do is I will go out with No and do our job. If Casey wants to go with you, or keep an eye out, back up, or we can both go out and do our own thing and we can meet back here later.
yeah, you have my number. If you want to meet back here whenever, just text me. I'm planning to, after this, go to my parents' restaurant,
Okay.
at the Silver Sands restaurant. Casey, you're more than welcome to join me if you like. Um, I don't know if I'll need support or not, to be quite honest. I just need a conversation.
I think in that case, I will come with you but not go in.
Okay.
She takes out her phone and basically adds the three of you to a group chat
Okay, yeah.
and just like test Casey Wayland.
I changed the name of the group chat to the DASA.
That's so good.
It's just the DASA. Um, yeah.
All right. Meet back here in like a couple hours. Dinner
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
Break.
They all clap.
Yeah,
And I guess y'all funnel out.
yeah,
As soon as you get outside, No has his harness back on,
yeah,
and basically they wait till you go off in one direction, and Cordell and No will go off somewhere else, kind of like on their own scent.
yeah. Yeah, cool. I think we get out, we take the train. I think, yeah, again, my parents' like restaurant, I think it's near the river. Um, so we just kind of take a train there.
Are you stopping by your workplace?
I think this is so urgent that I don't think Adrienne's stopping by the workplace.
Okay.
Not unless that's like a secondary thought that they had of like, oh no, am I fired? But like their main goal was to speak to their father. And since they don't have a lot of time, this needs to happen first.
Cool. I'm gonna let you choose, Ian, but
Okay.
what day of the week is this? And is the place open for business?
The first day that popped into my brain is Friday, so
They
it's
are
a
open.
Friday. Yeah,
Who's
and
yeah.
is busy. It's busy.
Oof.
Uh,
And I was like, I feel like as you're getting closer, and like Casey like looks out the window and is like, it's like a busy. It's cold, but it's still busy. Are you gonna even be able to talk to them? Like
um,
I've worked in restaurants. It's gonna be busy.
I know, but this is the only time I have unless I wait until they close or tomorrow morning.
This is your time. I've like you could. How receptive are they going to be to like you bothering them and having like a personal conversation?
Probably not very receptive because every time I've brought up our past and our history, they just brush it aside. And during, I mean, they're doing the lunch rush right now. I could wait until lunch is over in between lunch and dinner.
You could.
Okay,
I
then,
can. No, no, I can't do that. I'll get in a lot of trouble. I was like, do you want me to cause a distraction that cause them to
no,
close down?
no,
But that's
no.
still, if this goes
It's
bad,
a,
this is still their life.
yeah, let's not do that since,
Yeah, that was the impulsive, like, behavior, intrusive thought popping in. Um,
it's okay. You know what? I think, I think since it's a lunch rush right now, we might actually have some time to stop by my work.
okay.
Um, so I can check in on that and then come back in between and then see what happens. So change of plans. I guess we're going to Adrian's work really quickly, since it's like lunchtime right now.
Yeah. Your boss's name was Athena Blackwell, right?
Yes, if I recall correctly, it's
Yes.
been weeks.
I forgot to put them in my Obsidian notes, so I'm pretty sure it was
Oh,
Athena Blackwell.
it sounds right. Athena Blackwell, yeah,
Yeah.
owner of Athena's Aegis and Apothecary.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna need all of like the shadow NPCs back in my notes, and I'm just like, oh, this morning, like,
Except
fuck.
for the one person that wanted to go back.
No, it's okay. Yeah. So you head to work, and you walk in, and there's just like a small little bell that signifies, hey, when you're coming in,
Yeah.
and Athena is behind the counter and she hears it go off and she looks up and closes a book she was reading. There's like a couple other miscellaneous customers in and she gives you a smile and a quizzical look to the friend you walk in with. And she's just like, hey, what are you doing here? It's your day off.
Yeah, I just wanted to come in and check in on you and about the last time I was here and how I left. I wanted to apologize. It was so abrupt. Um
What are you talking about? You were here. You closed last night.
oh, well, I thought for some reason I thought I was rude. I'm so sorry. I was rushing really.
Don't worry about
And
it.
it got really dark and I thought, I might have like messed something up while I was leaving.
Oh, don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us. And like, the weather is certainly not the greatest either.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
It's cold and icy. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. I do have a quick favor
Shoot.
to ask. I know you don't do location spells too often. But I have a friend here that is trying to reconnect with an old friend of theirs.
Casey
Uh,
like goes around, like looks around and like gives a little wave.
and I was wondering if you could, just do a little spell for them, or at least pull some cards. I don't know. Um, if you like, I'll pay for it. But they're looking for their childhood friend.
I, before I forget, this is technically a new scene, so I'm going to pull this card.
Yeah.
On the Pale Sun. This is a great card for this entire like game, this session right now. But the Banished Serpent, value of
Hmm.
3, mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone, meanings balance, exile, and punishment. Vizsla know exile, but for them and their time in shadow, the exile was self-imposed. The banished serpent was cast out, sent back from whence it came. Banishment rids us of a problem, but it does not bring it to a permanent end. It is rarely a true solution. Rather, it is most often a punishment. We banish those who have threatened us or wronged us because exile is what they fear. The fact that it ends the threat, at least temporarily, is just an added benefit. As a punishment, then, it is an act of balance, an appropriate and measured response to an unwanted act.
Okay.
She like looks and like looks between the two of you and just kind of gives you a little like crook of like, come here, come up to the front.
Okay, yeah, we walk to the desk.
But no, she just does Athena just to you.
Oh, just to me. Okay, yeah, I move forward. Yeah.
Who's the friend? She's cute.
Oh, Casey is just a new friend of a friend, actually. She's helping me reconnect with some of my roots.
Oh,
Uh,
did you
yeah,
finally figure out some of that medallion?
Casey was actually the one that helped discover where it's from and like kind of what it's made of. And so, as a favor, returning that favor, I thought I'd help her find her friend. I tried a cursory search online, but there's just too many names of the same person,
Yeah.
and I figured maybe like I told her I was like, I do a little woo-woo spells, and I know somebody that's really good at them.
Thank
Uh,
you.
and so
You, next time you work, fill me in on all that. I have been obsessed with like your research, like from like a secondhand perspective. So next time you work, make sure you tell me, okay?
okay, I will. I will. And Casey's just a friend. Like we're good. There's another dude I don't know if see. I guess we're seeing each other. We
Mm-hmm.
we got drinks, but like he's he's aloof. He actually I don't know if you know his music. His
Huh?
band. Yeah.
Ooh, yes. Honestly, you could fucking look up his band right now. I don't know what it
Yes.
is. You
Yes.
could probably go on his like his
I
Instagram.
I I wonder. I am so tempted. I don't know. I don't want to place any names for
Oh yeah, that's
Seth,
fine.
but like insert band name here. I would like to know the band name from
Later.
Seth
Yeah, later.
later that
Absolutely.
Kairos has, so I can like be like, look up the band. I'm dating the lead singer, or I
Like,
went on a few dates with the lead
yeah, no, no,
singer.
no. Like she will look them up right on the spot, and she's like,
Mhm.
"Wow,
Yeah, they're really
you
cool.
banged a hottie." Well,
Oh
well,
no,
not
we
banged, but
haven't.
like, okay, you backed. That's the word I was looking
Thank
for.
you. Yes, yes, that one. We have not crossed that line. It is very casual right now. So, um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It is what it is. Um, you know, you have to find some levity somewhere in life.
I hope it goes well. And I need all
Thank
the
you.
tea later. But
Yeah,
she raises her voice a little bit. I would be more than happy to help a friend of a friend.
thank you. Thank you.
Come here,
Um,
sweetheart. Come on. Let's give me the information about your pal. And like Casey comes up, shows the picture, gives as many details as they can,
yeah.
considering she doesn't know who he is here.
Hmm.
But yeah, and let me see. I want to read this card super quick. Blah, blah, I think I'm gonna have to think of this later.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
yeah, I think
I don't even know if it'll work. Like
exactly.
it was just like on a whim.
I think what I'm going to do is maybe like as part of your downtime, remind me, and I'll pull another card and I'll come up with something that Athena tells Casey at some point.
Yeah, because like I, Ian the player, find it very fascinating of like the magic and shadow, like and what that means.
Oh,
And
100%.
there's shadow. If shadow's a lie, and there's all of this history and lore of different kinds of magic in the world, but it's also like a lie. Like what is that? How does that work, and how does that function?
Shadow is
And
fucking fascinating.
I think that's also part of the reason why Adrienne is doing this because Adrienne's casted spells in Shadow,
Hmm.
and they believed that it worked. They've pulled the tarot, they believe in all of that. And even in the very first meeting or scene with So, they tell them, like, the intention's the thing. Like, it starts there, and that's how you cast a spell. So yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see how that functions.
From like a high level like meta setting perspective, Shadow and the Gray Sun is fucking fascinating
I
because
love it.
like yes, what you experience and live there is a lie, but the gray sun is very much a physical place.
Yeah.
And I don't think in like other source books there's like there's a book called Kid Run Up the Path that talks about like all of the different suns, and teratology, which also talks about like the creatures of the suns. And there are actual creatures that you can find in shadow
Yeah.
that exist.
Yeah, crazy.
It's
But
it's wild and it's great.
yeah, I have Ian the player has his own ideas and thoughts of Shadow, but like, and I think Adrienne was also kind of in a
Yeah.
similar vein. But yeah, it's just fun to play a little to see like what this means and experiment what this could mean.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think as Casey and Athena are talking, they exchange phone numbers, and
okay.
Athena tells her that she's not going to do it at work. It's going to take a little like time to prepare, gather her herbs and spell components, and she'll get
Hmm.
back to her.
Okay. Perfect.
She also borrows the photo that she has for a second and makes a copy on the photocopier for herself, so she has something
Ooh.
to like mentally focus on in terms of
Does it
appearance.
does it work? Like, does it print out an exact copy of that photo? Okay, perfect. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
And Casey says that her thanks and will join you again.
Everything good?
Everything's good. We'll see what comes out of it. And you can tell just by actually roll me an insight check. Or
Okay.
like
Um,
yeah, you can apply your seeing through deception skill here, I think.
okay, seeing through deception, so +1 with that. Insight is like interaction, is that what it
Yes.
is? Okay, cool. I don't know if I want to spend. I'll spend one, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I'm here. I have a few to spend. I'll spend one Benny on it. So I have a seeing through deception and then an interaction Benny, so +2. Um, let's see. Oh gosh, that's so low. It's 1 + 2, so that's a 3.
Yeah, you can tell she's thinking hard and like her brain is going like a million miles a minute, but you can't really go from 1 to 2 to 3 and figure out like exactly what she's thinking.
Yeah, I kind of just leave her in that processing mode because I
Yeah,
know what it feels like.
yeah,
And I say, so we could head back to my parents' restaurant. I think it's about a good time to do so. By the time we get back,
yeah,
it should be in between the rush of lunch and dinner.
yeah. Maybe
So
if it goes okay and you don't end on too bad of a terms and how that conversation goes, maybe we can get some food to go.
we're gonna get food to go either way.
Perfect. I could go for some. You said they do like seafood and stuff, right? It's like a walk
Yeah,
and
it's
talk.
like, yeah, it's a walk and talk. It's a seafood restaurant, but also like specifically like Asian like style.
The good shit.
So yeah, so it's like Asian seafood restaurant.
Oh, oh yeah. I gotta look at that menu.
So there's like chili crab, there's like clams, there's like stir fry, there's like all sorts of that. There's like different kinds of soups, you know.
Okay, I know Cordell really likes spicy, so we gotta get something spicy.
Yeah, I say their specialty is chili crab if you want some.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, okay, let's go.
Okay.
And you catch the next like train.
Yeah, we take the train back to the restaurant.
As you arrive at the Silver Sands, I have pulled the Hidden Moon. Value of 1, secrets, ravens, books, and flames, meanings, new beginning, insight, intuition, foresight, looking ahead, and potential danger. We talk a lot about the sun, but the moon has as much influence over our lives. It just does it more subtly, quietly. The moon is stealthy. It comes at night. It hides amidst the treetops and behind tall buildings. Its light is soft and dim. The moon hides so that it can peer ahead unnoticed and catch a glimpse of even those things it should not see. The ever-changing moon reflects our changing nature, our bodies and our minds. It represents intuition. The moon is present when we feel more than we think. When something just feels right or feels wrong, that might be the moon's influence. It also represents inspiration, a sudden new idea. Where magic is enhanced and indigo is hindered.
Okay.
You arrive at the Silver Sands, your parents' restaurant, and as you predicted, this is the rush. The rush has subsided from lunch, and there is from experience, there will be a brief lull between lunch and the dinner rush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the two of you walk in, and I think there is a new hire. Maybe not like a new hire, but someone definitely who has
Yeah.
been hired like within the last year or so. Obviously, like a college kid who needs like spending money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're
Um, yeah,
paying some bills.
a younger woman who is just folding silverware at the front, and it's up to you if you know her very well or not.
I don't think I would know her super well. If it's like a recent hire, probably not because I've been gone like
Yeah.
at
Well,
least a
I'm
month.
when I say recent, I'm not talking about like that one woman who you met in your intro, like who's been
Oh,
here
okay.
forever. I'm talking like a year at most.
Okay, then I think like I would know them. Like I come here kinda often, you know. Um, so I would know them, like at least in passing. I don't think we're like best friends, but
I'm trying to think of a name. My brain is fucking fighting me right now.
um, you say it's a she. You could name her Gabrielle was the first name that
Yeah,
came to mind.
Gabby. There we go.
Gabby.
And I think she has met you enough where she'll recognize you on sight, but as you said, you don't know super well. And she like
Yeah.
waves.
Hi, Gabby. Are my parents in?
When are they not?
That you're right. That was a silly question.
It was. You came just in
Um,
time. They are, I know the dishes are just getting finished up from the rush, so they're probably prepping for dinner, if I had to take a
okay.
guess.
Yeah, sure. This is my friend Casey. She's just gonna hang for a bit, and I'll be
I
right
would
back.
love to see a menu so we can place a to-go order.
Yeah, I take a menu and I show it to her.
What do you
Uh,
want so I can put it on the order?
um, chili crab, definitely. Um, Casey, what else do you like besides the chili
I
crab?
am not picky. I just want some good food.
Okay, so we're gonna do chili crab. We're gonna do some like clams, and like fresh oysters.
And I
Um,
definitely want like a fish dish too.
oh yeah, we can do.
Maybe some noodles or something.
We'll
Uh,
do like a tom yum soup with like um, you
okay,
know,
perfect.
groper. Sure.
Whatever the catch of the day is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she'll place the order and like basically finish up the paying and everything else, going over the order with Gabby as you walk back into
Yeah.
the back. Yeah, where would you find your
My
dad at this
parents.
point?
I think like it just depends on what they're doing. I think my mom's probably like prepping the rest of like the next step, the next rush, or get at least getting ready. But like as I kind of walk into the back kitchen area, I just go, "Appa, Ma, it's me. Hello?"
Question above table.
Hmm.
When Adrienne goes to visit their parents, do they usually give them a heads up that they're coming over?
Sometimes, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's just like it depends. I think there are certain days that they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm coming over." Um, but I think dropping by randomly might be more of a surprise, I
That's the
think.
vibe I was getting, especially like at
Yeah.
this like time of day when you know when
How
it's
busy
going
they
to
are?
busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if it's just like a random morning where you're still prepping, okay, that's less of a surprise for you stopping by randomly, but like
Yeah.
right before a rush on a Friday, that's
Hmm.
weird.
Yeah, so they kind of slowly poke their head in as they call out. Hello?
You hear your mom yell from like the back Adrienne, is that you?
Yes! And I head straight head to her.
Yeah.
Like,
You see your mother and your father beginning to prep for the dinner rush at one of the tables in the back. Vegetables, fish, gutting, descaling if any of the fish have scales still, so on and so forth, saving the guts for soup for the next day,
mhm.
etc., so on and so forth.
I think Adrian, like, on sight, seeing their parents stand there, just like rushes to their mother first and like hugs her, no matter what she's doing. Like, it's a quick, like, it's been months for them, and it's been such like a tumultuous few months of like understanding and relearning and even possibly like that this person that they're holding might not be real. But it doesn't matter to them because it's still real to them in this space. And they just like hug her really tightly and they
Hey,
go
I
like,
have a knife.
ah, I
First you
know, I
show up
know.
unannounced, and now you're hugging me while I have a sharp implement. You
Sorry.
know better than that.
I know, I just miss you. That's all.
You've been busy. Haven't been visiting lately.
I know, I'm sorry, I've been kind of gone for a moment, but I have been busy. I actually,
Well,
it's kind of the reason.
you can be busy and talk at the same time. You can be busy and talk at the same time. So, and she like motions to like another
Yeah,
cutting station to like,
okay.
start cutting that stuff.
Yeah, so I'll go over and I'll like take
Wash your
over.
hands.
Yeah, I wash my hands, I put on an apron, I like do everything, and I start like helping her like, shuck like some of the oysters
Yeah.
from there. And I go, actually, it's kind of the reason why I'm here today. And I look from my mother to my father. About I actually have something really important to talk to you about. Do you have like a moment?
Are you above table? Are you asking like in private?
No, this is like in front of both of them.
But are you asking to talk to him in private?
Yeah.
Adrian, we are in the middle of a rush. This can't wait.
It is. It has to do with Ama. It has to do with Grandma. So
And your dad and your mother like exchange a look, but I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, this is like, you don't ask a lot of this. I feel like you don't ask a lot of these requests to start with,
no, it's
especially
kind.
this serious.
Yeah, and also never this direct. It's the fact that it's just so direct of like I need to talk about this now. Normally there's like a little dance of like suggestion or like, hey, I heard about this, but it's never direct.
Yeah. And like, there's a very slight pause in the chopping and like the shucking, and like him and your mother exchange a glance, and there is a slight sigh from your mom, and your dad will put down the knife and like take off the apron, wash his hands, and like he'll like motion to like, go to either the back room or like the office
Yeah.
where there's so much paperwork and like really fucking old computer where you do all
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
you process like everyone's checks.
Yeah, it's like the bear. Um, I think, yeah, Adrian follows their father's like lead, puts down the oysters back into like the water and washes their hands, take off the apron, and follows their father back into like the back office area so they can have a private talk.
Is
And
everything
then
okay?
as they enter and they shut the door behind them, they turn to their father and they go, I think we should sit down. It's everything's fine, but I need to have a serious conversation with you.
He'll slowly sit down, confused, because I feel like this is like never like a side or a conversation that they've ever, like this type of vibe, it's not something
Yeah.
that they've done, and if they have, it has been serious.
Yeah. Also, it's a very I think it's a very like cultural thing. Like your kids never are always deferent to you, like they give you deference, and the fact that like your child is suddenly like, no, something serious is happening, can we sit? Like you should sit, is a very like, okay, whoa, like where are we coming from? And as their father sits down, I think Adrienne sits down across from him in another chair in that room, and they go, there's no there's no easy way to put this. So I'm just going to say it, and whatever happens, happens. But Grandma, I have found, might not be dead. In fact, she's back home. And when I mean home, I mean where we're from. And I don't think you might not understand of like by from, I don't mean across back in Southeast Asia. I mean actuality. Does that word ring a bell?
Like you can tell, like as you're talking, like the brows are furrowing. Like he's a very usually stoic individual,
Yeah.
quiet, reserved, but like you can tell he's very confused. He doesn't understand what you're talking about. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card on if this like rings a bell.
Okay.
I've pulled on the gold sun, the enveloping darkness. Value of 5, mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone. Meanings, restriction, loss, and ending. Invisible magic is enhanced, and he he shakes his head and like, grandmother, Amma is at the cemetery.
Yes, but no. We are not. We are more than human. We are. We are Visley. We are sorcerers. And like, I slowly pull out the paper that was given to me by Casey, the one that the Handasa give out, that like is meant to like nudge people to see if they can read
Shit, I meant to
whatever
send
it
that to you.
is. It's okay. It's okay. And they
uh,
pull it out of their back pocket and they unfold it in front of their father. And they say, "Can you read this?" Um, and they kind of like hold it out towards them.
and he'll pick it up and he'll read it, and I just sent it to you as a reference.
Got it.
Um, and he like looks at it and he like reads a couple like it's like 2 pages long,
Yeah.
front and back, and he like looks at it and then he looks at you and then he like pushes it back into your hand. I don't know what this is about, but you seem very stressed and concerned, but I do need to get back to helping your mother.
I
And
know.
he'll stand up.
Please, I need you to just listen to me for like a few more minutes. The rush can wait. I can help you. This is real. This place, this world, is not entirely real. We, when we immigrated here, it wasn't from another continent. It was from a whole entire universe.
Above table,
I
I
know.
have a question for you, which
Yeah,
is
what's
going
the above?
to impact how what I decide to do.
Okay.
Do you also plan on talking to your mom?
I think so. I think like the test would be Adrian wants to know if she can read this letter. If what Casey says is true, if my mom can't read this letter, then Adrienne has confirmation.
Yes.
And I think Adrienne, after this, is going to be like, can you read this to her?
Okay.
He won't give the spiel of like, we're from blah, 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 blah. I think it's just a test to even see if she's like a Visley or
Okay.
if she is simply Shadow's like creation,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. All right. I just wanted to that just
Yeah,
it
no.
would I would have to change things around in what I was wanting to do. So thank you
Yeah,
for telling
no.
me.
It's great.
Um but yes, you're talking to your father and he's just like shaking his head, like only listening to you because you have been serious, but like you can tell he does not believe you. He thinks what you are saying is hogwash, that this is their child's what they've picked up throughout their life, their little magic, their fantasies.
Hmm.
Probably so many disrespectful and probably unintentionally cruel thoughts that they've said to you over the years with your religion
Hmm.
and your magic and your beliefs.
Hmm.
And you can tell that it's a very similar vibe on when you've brought that up in the past.
I think when he kind of like does the dismissive like listening,
Yeah.
Adrian actually like stands up with him and like intercedes at the doorway and like puts their hand on the door and says, "No, you've done this before, and we've done this too many times, but I know the truth now. And I know you think I sound crazy, but I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
I don't have time to entertain these ridiculous beliefs.
You don't have time for your own family?"
I don't know what you're telling me, but that's.
I'm telling you that this place is not real, that we left very real things to be here because it was too hard, apparently, and nobody there wants to ever talk about why it's so hard and what happens to you when war comes down and knocks on your door. And ever since then, everyone is just pushing things to the side and burying things under tables. Even the death of my grandmother, your mother-in-law.
We left to give you a better life that is not burdened by war and pain and violence.
And I thank you for that, but at
And
some
that's
point,
it.
we have to talk about this.
It's
It
in
can't
the past.
Everything is always in the past with you, but the thing is, the past is here now, and it's caught up to us, and it will continue to bury us if we don't face it. This, and I like shake the paper, is real. Gabby probably can't even read this. I don't even know. I don't even know if Mom can. I don't even know if Mom is real. But I know you are.
Of
I
course,
saw
your
your
mother is
passport.
real. Of course, you've seen my passport. We all have a passport.
Not, not the one from the U.S. The one from Indigo. You know what? Here, Adrian's frustrated at this point because their father's not listening. They open the door. Go back to whatever you need to do and fix and prepare for dinner. I'm going to talk to Mom. And Adrian starts walking back into the kitchen with the paper.
You briefly walk like towards the area towards the front of house, and it seems just like Casey and Gabby have been like shooting the shit,
Mm-hmm.
and they're both looking at each other as like you walk past, very clearly having heard some kind of loud commotion from the back.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's like clearly we're in a fight. And clearly, like, Adrian's not stopping for anybody. Um, they're just like going straight to their mother, and they're gonna be like, whatever she is, Adrian just approaches her. Mom, can you read this?
One
I need
minute,
to know.
1 minute, Adrienne. You caught her while she was like moving something with her hands like full, and she like puts down like the metal bin full of like the fillets or something, and
Hmm.
she pulls out her reading glasses.
And I think there's like a moment, as angry as Adrian is, there's like so much fear at like it feels like they're at the edge of this precipice of like, if she can't read this, I don't know what's gonna happen and what I'm gonna do. And they hold out the paper and they kind of just like, they don't even look at her. They stare at the paper and they're like wishing so hard that like she can read whatever is on that piece of paper.
Yeah, she settles her reading glasses on the edge of her nose, and she wipes her hands off before taking the paper, this letter from the Hendasa that Casey gave you that you're now giving her,
Hmm.
and holds it out a little bit so she can get a good look at it and read it
Hmm.
clearly. And you watch as her eyes like scan the page,
Hmm.
and she's scanning the page, and she's reading. And Casey would have explained this to you that if someone can't read it, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not reading something.
Hmm.
They could just see like something else, something BS. It could look like gibberish,
Yeah.
whatever it is, except for what it actually is. So you're
Yeah.
not sure what she's reading, but she's reading something,
Yeah.
and she's quiet, and then her Adrian,
Hmm.
would you like a joy?
I would love a joy. That'd be great. It'd be so great to have a joy.
She's reading. So this is going to be like a bittersweet joy, but it's going to be a
Yeah,
joy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's reading, and she's like scanning the pages, and like she's like gotten to like the end of the first page before she just like crumples the paper in her hand and very quietly. Why are you making me remember this? I don't want to remember this.
You can read it.
Of course I can read it, and I don't want it. Where did you get this?
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't want
How do you
this?
know
This is.
about this?
I was there. I went back. I don't. I don't even know if you were real until like right now.
You went back to that place that tore our family to shreds? Why would you do that?
It wasn't on purpose. I was working a month ago. I was working at Athena's, and then suddenly everything changed. It got dark. I started walking. Grandma's medallion started getting hot. I didn't know what was happening, and then suddenly I was in an alley with doors talking to me. I didn't know how to get home. I was told everything wasn't real. I thought I lost you and Dad, and now and now I'm here and none of you want to talk about it. And I don't understand. It's here. It's real. We can go home.
This is the most emotion you've ever seen on your, like, pure, unfiltered emotion you've ever seen on your mother's face. And she'll just, like, she drops the crumpled Hindasa letter. It flutters to the floor, and she takes your hand. Don't go back. Stay.
Why?
Because it's safe here. We don't have to worry about the war. The
Okay.
after effects. Stay here.
Talk to me about it. Like, what happened? Why does no one there want to talk about it? Why do you not want to talk about it? I just need something.
Why would I want to talk about the horror that I saw and witnessed. Why would you make me want to talk about those horrible things? Why would you make me want to continue to feel the pain that I did so hard to forget? To bring you here where you could be safe and happy.
Because if we don't talk about it, we will never move on and we will never be free. We will be weighed down by everything else. You have to. Grandma's alive. She's not even dead. She's not even in the grave.
Your grandmother said almost the same exact thing when she left.
You knew?
Only because
you knew she...
Only because you reminded me.
I don't... They let go of their mother's hand at this point. They reach down and they pick up the paper. I don't understand. You knew Grandma left. Amma left to go home. And you made me believe she died.
I believe she died.
She's not dead.
And as soon as you leave and I let the lie take me back, I'm going to think she's still dead. She wanted to take you with her.
We can all go. We can be a family together. In fact,
we can be a family here.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's tangible. It's real. I know this is safe. You say you're hurting and you say it tore our family apart, but I don't know what that means, and I just want to understand. Can't you just tell me why? Why you'd rather be here? Why you'd rather believe your mother, my grandmother, dead than living?
It's not something that can just be told in order for someone to understand.
I've seen our home. The roof, it won't fix itself back together no matter how much I try. There is a whole explosion on our roof. The pieces are still floating there. They won't go anywhere else. Our dock is in tatters. Half of it sunk into the ocean. Your restaurant, this very place you named after the neighborhood. Silver Sands. There must be a part of you that wants to remember, that treasures it. In order to let go of whatever this pain is, we have to live through it.
Just while you're talking this entire time, she's just shaking her head. And I think you can tell just based off of, she's your mom.
Yeah.
I think you can tell this memory the memories that have resurfaced from reading the Hendasa letter, the recognition and the knowledge is just starting to slip. Whether she's trying to fall back into it or it's just naturally happening, it's hard to say, but your mother doesn't want to have this conversation and she wants to go back to living in a lie.
I love you so much, and I want you to come with me. I just want you. I want all of us to be together. Please.
And as you say please, I think that's when it like clicks into place where Indigo Cora is gone. And it's just Shadow Cora here, the mother that you grew up with, where all of your memories come from. And she just like gives you a slightly confused look on what you were just talking about. And she's just like, I'm not going anywhere.
I think at this point Adrienne has like tears down their face and they're just like they realize the snap back for her and they just go, "It's okay." Um and they wipe the tears away. "It's okay. I'll come back. It's fine."
We're not going anywhere.
I know.
Do
I
you?
know. I actually I'm busy. I need to get back to some work. So, I know you have a rush hour that's about to start. I don't want to get in the way. I'll come back and I'll visit. I'm so sorry that it took me so long to see you. I just have had a lot of stuff on my plate, and the research that I've been doing. It's okay. I won't talk your ears. I know you don't like to talk about it, but um, I love you, and I'll see you soon. And they kind of like hug her
Yeah.
and like give her a kiss on the cheek and turn away very quickly because they know if they stare too long, they can't hold whatever it is that they're holding back now.
She like gives you like a pat, and before like you completely leave, she says, "Make sure you're eating and take care of yourself," which is as is her way of saying she loves you too.
Of course. I will. I'll call.
And you leave. And
Um,
yeah,
yeah. I head out the kitchen door. I think Casey and Gabby probably see me disheveled. Like obviously something has happened. And I give like Casey a glance and I just like nod. I don't say anything and I just like walk out the door to the outside. And they wait. I think they wait outside for Casey to come.
yeah. It's only like 5-10 minutes because Casey is not leaving without the food. She paid for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um, and she'll come back out with like a couple to-go bags, and she's just like stands next to you. Didn't
A-
know.
I I don't understand that. I don't understand how people when they see the truth right in front of them, or maybe I do. I don't know. But she chose she'd rather be here. My father would rather be here because it's easier and safer and less painful
I'm
than
so sorry.
it's okay. I mean, it's not your fault. It's I turned to Casey, like I was staring kind of like in the middle distance as like into the clouds as like I feel, there might be a snowfall soon. But like I turn to Casey and I go, "What does it take to be Handasa?"
What do you mean?
"I want to come back again.
Oh,
I'm not leaving my parents behind, even if they choose to stay here."
so you want to apply, is what it sounds like.
If I have to leave Labyrinth Logic, I and be and come back here, sure. I just promised my mother I would come and I would call. But obviously I can't call in Indigo.
Right. We can talk about this when we get back to Saturnine, but I can give you a lowdown on what needs to be done. And in the meantime, if you want to come back another day, I can let you know my schedule. This is very, unorthodox, but I want to help you with your parents, too. And not just because it's my job.
Yeah. It's okay. I appreciate it.
She'll adjust, like, the food bags so that she's holding them in one hand, and she'll, like, wrap one arm around, like, your shoulder and just, like, pull you in, like, for, like, a one-sided half hug.
I think the moment she pulls me in for a hug, that's when the dam, like, breaks for Adrienne. I think Adrienne, seeing, like, their mother kind of fall back into some version, a version that they knew very well and that they loved dearly, had to like play with that and like build a dam immediately. And for someone else to finally like give them like physical contact of an embrace that they couldn't really have with their parents, they kind of like collapse in their arms and they just start like weeping into their shoulder.
Yeah. And she's like rubbing your back and like letting you get it out, whispering, "It's let it out. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna help you."
And there's just like there's no verbal communication. It's just like a sob.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it begins to snow.
Yeah. And like after you've gotten it all out, if you're not in the right mindset to lead back to your apartment, Casey caught the path pretty well and can like start getting y'all tickets to head back to your apartment.
It's second nature to them. Like they know where they are, and so I think they start walking back. They lead the way. They know what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's like taking in shadow for what it is. And it's that bittersweetness of that joy that was given, of like relief that their mother is real, but the devastation that she doesn't want to come.
Yeah.
And as snow falls and they kind of like let it, touch their skin on their hand, and they kind of stare up at the clouds, it's like a half smile of like, I love this place, even in its lie. Because like truth is still perception and reality. And for them, I think they eventually like turn back to Casey and they go, is it weird that even though everyone says this place isn't real and that it's a lie, that I still love it?
No. I've told this to so many people who have come back, but just because it's a lie doesn't mean it's not real. Here, and she'll tap her head, or here, and she taps her chest. They're memories. For many people, fond ones. For other people, it's a plague upon their consciousness because there was nothing good here for them.
Yeah. Well, looks like our train's here. Let's get going.
Well, so we can catch up with Cordell and know and see how long we're staying and then head back.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've done enough, or at least what I can for now. I don't know how many more conversations my parents will be willing to have.
And even if you don't come back right away or don't call or visit, I'm we're here every other week or so. We can always check in on them if we're in the area.
I would love that. Thank you.
Heck, we can just call to pretend to place an order. Make sure they're still breathing.
Yeah, I mean, and you'd get wonderful food.
You'll get through this.
I'll try. And they step onto the train.
I think that's a really good place to, like, call it.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart! I feel a little bad for having to be so mean, but
No, it's
how
okay. I
be.
love it. That was wonderful. That was wonderful.
All right. My heart hurts, and I'm going to have to watch this again as I edit it. But hey, everybody, thank you for joining us for this dev scene between Adrienne with their adventures in Shadow. What do you think about calling this episode Homecoming?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah,
Oh, my
that's,
heart.
That's what
Yeah.
we're gonna do. But yeah, let's say hey, who we are, where you can find us in a broad sense, because I don't know when I'm gonna air this yet, so it's fine. But yeah,
We'll figure
tell
it out.
everybody about you, Ian.
Yes. Hi, my name is Ian DePriest. I am a voice actor, singer-songwriter, actual play TTRPGer. You can find me everywhere on the internet. I'm on all the socials. It's just Ian, IAN, and then DePriest, DE, and then the word priest, as in our father. Yeah, I'm pretty active on most of them. Wherever you need to find me, you can find me. Aside from that, today I've played Adrienne, the wonderful aromatic empath apostate who is adored by the sea.
Who is very sad.
Who is very sad, but also happy. It's very much, it's giving Inside Out, you know? It's giving like, it's okay, like you can mix sad and joy and joy and sadness together, and that's still a memory, you know? It's very much that. uh,
Tell us whether you got joy and despair and whether you got any acumen. Actually, I think I'm going to give you 2 acumen in general. One because you've been out, but
Okay.
2, I think this is a good start of like growth for like digging into like
Yeah, a lot has shifted. Like a lot of big things were just revealed to Adrienne. So like in spite of that joy, I think it's also another despair.
That's what I
Like
figured.
yeah, I was just like the joy came first and then the despair followed immediately right after. So
It's like
that made
almost
any
I
sense.
planned it like that. What?
Yeah. It was just like joy. Here's also sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely got a despair for this session. And yeah, their goals are starting to shift a little bit. A lot of things are happening, so I don't know.
Yep. So I also want to say above table, just for
Yeah.
posterity's sakes.
Mhm.
Phone, shut up. Basically, character arcs never need to be taken, but it is recommended so you can get the acumen out of it. If you decide to follow through of getting your parents out of Shadow, I would recommend taking the rescue arc.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that. I haven't looked at the arc since we first created
Yeah.
the characters. But yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. It's very complicated. I think
It's
they
very
want.
we can definitely talk about it, but that is my
Yeah.
recommendation.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of thoughts about where this is gonna go. Um, but yes, I think for now we're still in growth. I still there's there's a whole entire thing about grandma being alive in the undersling.
You can
There's
have
even
multiple arcs active at once.
yeah.
You don't have to finish growth first.
Okay, cool. And potentially like investigating the war. I don't know. That feels like really important to Adrienne as well, because nobody wants to fucking talk about it. I don't get it.
That is a
So
big setting thing. You will have to take an arc for that.
so yeah, I think there might be. I feel like Adrienne might have multiple arcs.
Do it up.
Because
Fucking do it.
it's all like interwoven into who they are
Yeah, that
and
is
their
a big
story.
TM thing in the setting. So
Okay,
that would be
cool.
great.
Yeah, we can talk about it
Offline.
offline. Yeah, yeah. But yes, that's been me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too heavy. Um,
Hope you had
I
your
enjoyed.
tissues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And hey, I'm Mare. You can find me on all applicable social media at Archmage of Dice. Right now, I'm a Sorting Key exclusive, Horizons Call, the Indigo Nexus. I'm pre-recording another game at the time of this recording. Just keep an eye out on the socials. And stick around, we might have a raid. I don't know yet. This is past Mare, talking to future Mare. And check us out. We'll see you soon. Bye!
Bye.